Dear students, yesterday we had begun the chapter 3 Deep Water by William Douglas, and we left where that is, he describes his experience about how he felt feared with the water. Now, misadventure that he has, because of which he was extremely scared of water. One day, little Douglas was sitting all alone on the edge of the pool. A well built young boy came there. He was probably 18 years old. He was quite muscular with strong arms and legs. He had thick hair on the chest. Without any rhyme and reason, the boy yelled, "Hi, Skinny! How do you like to be ducked?" And then he picked Douglas up and tossed him water, into the deep end. And Douglas hit the water surface in a sitting position and began to sink in the bottom slowly. He was terrified, but he could not think of a plan to save himself. He decided to spring up from the bottom of the pool as soon as his toes touched it. He hoped that he would pop up like a cork on the surface, and then he would lie flat and paddle the edge of the pool. See, he doesn't know how to swim. He was still learning to swim, and the moment he was thrown into the water, he was so panicked that he doesn't know how to save himself. And so when he went inside the water, he touched the surface of the water with his toes and gave a push. And when he came out, he thought that he shall paddle and he would move to the edge of the pool. But all this that he thought of was no, that is use. First attempt, as soon as his toes touched the tiled floor of the pool, Douglas bounced with all his strength, but it did not rise quickly. He came up slowly. He opened his eyes. He could see only water. He grew panic and he was suffocated. He tried to shout, but there was no sound. Finally, his eyes and nose came out of the water. He beat his arms and he tried to raise his legs, but they hung like a dead weight. He felt something was pulling him downward again. Now see, the first attempt he made and he was panicked. He thought he will be out soon, but he came out of the water very slow, although he gave a push, and that created all panic. And he could not breathe. He was suffocated, and his nose that came out of the water. He beat his arms and tried to raise his legs, but all was in vain, and he had no energy for it. And second attempt now he made. Once again he moved downward. He had spent up all his energy. His lungs ached and his head throbbed. He was getting dizzy, but fortunately he could remember his strategy. Once again he sprang from the bottom of the pool, but he felt paralyzed, stiff and wretched, and he could see only water around him. Then somehow he reached the surface. His eyes, nose came out of the water, but he began to go down once again. And in the second attempt, also we see in his first attempt he was so panicked, so disturbed, so scared that in second, although he made the energy, although he tried, but his lungs, they started aching. The head that was throbbing, because he could not remember any other strategy, means his mind stopped working and he could not think of any other strategy. But somehow he reached the surface and his eyes and nose came out of the water, and then he began to come down once again. Third attempt, Douglas went down the third time. All his efforts now ceased. Now he had lost all energy, all hope. Even his legs felt limbs. A blackness swept over his spirits. He wiped out the fear, it wiped out the terror, and there was no more panic. It was all quiet and peaceful. He felt as if he was floating in space, and he grew unconscious. He lost everything. Now he became unconscious at the third attempt. He has, in fact, lost all the hope. Rescued. Douglas escaped drowning and found himself lying on his stomach beside the pool. He was vomiting. He heard voices. The big bully was who had tossed Douglas into the pool was still there. He defended himself, saying that he was only fooling. His intention was not bad. Someone said the kid nearly died. Okay, and now the Douglas was saved, although, and that big boy was still there. He said he defended himself and said he was only fooling, playing a prank, and someone said that the boy was about to die. Haunting fear. Haunting fear. After some time, Douglas went home. He was weak and trembling. The dreadful experience haunted him again and again. A few years later, he went to the waters of a cascade. He wished to wade into them, but the terror seized him again. His legs were paralyzed. Whenever and wherever he went fishing, canoeing, bathing, and swimming, he was seized with terror. The joy living was lost. So, this fear, the childhood fear of his that he had about drowning in the water and saved, ultimate that haunted his fear even when he was grown up. And whenever he tried to play the water games, canoeing and other, he was paralyzed, and the terror that seized him, and he lost all the joy that are there in the pool. And this is how the terror has deepened into his heart. Overcoming fear. William Douglas was every way to overcome his fear in the water, but with a little success. It held him firmly in it, and finally, October, he decided to employ an instructor and learn to swim. He went to a pool and practiced 5 days a week, an hour each day. Douglas had succeed in the mission, and instruction made him to expert swimmers. And this way now Douglas desperately wanted to overcome his fear of water, and for that he employed one instructor. In October he started learning and practicing, that is a day, 5 days a week, an hour every day, and Douglas wanted to get succeed in learning the swimming. Thank you, class.